Okay guys, then now let's talk about mount file system to container, right? And how mounting file system can be pretty useful for you sometime, right? What if you want, you know, you do not want to keep your application inside your containers, right? If you want to keep that in some of the outside file system. So even if sometime you want to do some logging, you do not want to keep the logs in the container and you would like to, redirect them to some of the file system. So this is what you can do using the mounting the file systems with your Docker containers, right? So that's pretty easy. Let's say I am going to mount here. I'm going to just for example, I'm going to mount one image here with the same with the Apache image only, right? Let's say I'm gonna keep some of the configuration here. So for that, what you can do is, let's say you have already added one file system. So I'm just taking the /mnt as a file system. So you can assume this is one app file system, right? So what exactly you need to do is you should have the Docker image and you should have your scenario, how exactly you would like to mount it, right? So you just need to do docker run -d, right? Steps are clearly specified here. You'll have to give the -v as a volume. What is the volume name? So whatever you have mounted here, let's say it's /app, then you can give it /app. So it's mnt for me, so I'm going to use this as mnt. So how it should be visible inside the container के अंदर इसका क्या नाम होना चाहिए? If you see here, I'm saying this should be with the /app, so you can give it /app here, right? -p, you can say 80 with 80 -name. I will call it web server, right? And at the end you'll have to give your image ID here. So you can see, okay, the port 80 was already bind, right? So that's what it says. This is failing, so let me quickly remove. Okay, it says web server name has been already taken because that would be shut down. So you can see now quickly the container has launched, right? You can see the container is running in foreground. That's fine, and the name of the container is web server 1. So let's say I will navigate to that container. Just log into the container, docker exec-it, and give your image ID bash. So you can see I have logged in with inside this container, and if I try df-h here, you'll see one of the file system has been mounted with the app name, right? If you do /app here, that should be visible here. At this moment we do not have any permissions, so but this is how you can mount it. So this is how mounting works. So you can specify permissions to your file system so that this is accessible inside. So if you talk about, if you want to log in with some specific user, you can give the user and the name of the user. But if you want to add some couple of more user to it, you'll have to write your Docker file for that. I'll let you know later.